Imagine an island filled with living, walking food. On Snacktooth Island, you can catch delicious burgers and hot dogs out in the wild. These mysterious edible creatures are called Bugsnax, and I'm gonna investigate every last one of them. That is, if Bugsnax are actually real. My boss says they'll fire me if I'm wrong about this, but I'm too hungry to pass up this opportunity.
Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff or something.
While flying to Snacktooth Island on my airship, a flying pizza shouting crashes into me and knocks me off my ship. I don't remember ordering a giant pizza. I quickly crawl through some caves and cross a bridge to catch up to my ship, only to fall off a cliff and get knocked into dreamland.
And try not to fall off a cliff or something.
We already messed that up. Oh, yeah, just really rub it in. The second I get back, it's right when I fell. Oh! Now a strawberry. When I wake up, I see a blue cotton candy man on the ground, dying of hunger. He mistakes me for Lizbert, the explorer who discovered Snacktooth Island. Do I look like a girl to you? Anyway, I used a snack trap to catch the strawberry with googly eyes that walks around on its leaves. Mine! My strawberry. I was gonna eat it myself, but since Mr. Cotton Candy was dying of hunger. See, you were fake. You're not hungry. You were acting like you were dying, and now you're just casually standing up, walking around. You're just using me for food. I fed him the strawberry. His arm immediately transformed into a series of strawberries. He didn't seem to care. I caught 3 more Bugsnax to stuff the blue furball. No thanks to a certain flying olive that kept grabbing my traps. No. It's safe. I promise. I promise you. Hey! Get that back! I need that!
Sorry, I was too busy dying to introduce myself. I'm Filbo Fiddlepie, mayor around here.
His arms and legs are also looking very delicious. And I might just have to slurp along those limbs. Wait, does that make me a cannibal? Filbo leads the way to his town, deleting a bush from existence with his strawberry arms. We find Wambus, a farmer, growing ketchup bottles from plants. Filbo asks Wambus to come with us to Snacksburg, to which Wambus replies,
"No."
And throws freshly grown ketchup on Filbo's face. Suddenly, a bunger smells the ketchup and rams into Filbo, launching him over the cliff. Wambus gives me a saw slinger and asks me to lure the bunger to a pen. Instead, I lured between Wambus's legs.
Well.
He just rammed into Wambus and did like a licky emoji. What were you licking down there, huh? We check up on Filbo, and thankfully he's okay. He's got a really thick skull under that blue cotton candy head. With Wambus joining us, he wants some snacks to savor his hunger.
Well, I'll be cold and buried before those walking appetizers make me go home starving.
1 frieder and 2 shishkabugs later, the farmer had deliciously transformed his arms and legs. But he wasn't leaving without slurping along some savory bunger flesh.
Let's get revenge on those bungers.
The bunger was too big to catch normally, so I coated his brother in ketchup. The two rammed into each other, and I captured the stunned bunger, feeding him to the farmer.
Y'all just get along now. I'll catch up.
Ketchup! 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 Ugh. 1 ketchup pun later, I find Filbo being harassed by a cotton candy lady.
Like, oh my god, is this squeeb really talking to me right now?
I'm not a squeeb.
What even is a squeeb? Why are you such a jerk? Get ketchup, you're so mean. After barraging this Beffica with ketchup and listening to her sounds of enjoyment, she starts kissing up to me and even gives me a free journal. She must really enjoy my ketchup. I have the journal.
Way to play fetch.
Fetch! What do you say? I ain't your dog! Cotton candy lass. By the way, did you know that a bunger is 30,000 calories? And somehow the frieder is even more at 36,000? These grumpuses gobble down Bugsnax like literal snacks. How are these people not enormously fat and spherical? Anyway, I've had enough of my new bestie, so I follow Filbo into Snacksburg. The town is abandoned, and Filbo feels terrible that Lizbert isn't there for my interview. I cheer up the poor guy by offering to interview him instead. Filbo is that amazing friend you wish you had. He selflessly cares about others and wants them to be happy, even if it means he gets unappreciated, ignored, or even bullied. I want to hug him tight and let him know how loving and caring he is. Lizbert always left Filbo in charge while she went out hunting for Bugsnax to feed the townspeople. One day, Lizbert didn't come back, and without free Bugsnax food, the town fell apart under Filbo's leadership. Filbo blames himself for this and is even sorry to me for dumping his problems on me. It's okay, Filbo. I love you and I'm here for you. But next time, just give people free food and they'll love you too. He needs my help to catch Bugsnax and bring the townspeople back one by one.
Once they're here, you can do some more interviews and figure out what happened to Lizbert.
Wambus, can I interview you?
No.
Please?
All right, but keep it short. I got work to do.
Who are you?
Wambus Troubleham, farmer.
Straight to the point, like it. Why'd you come to Snacktooth Island?
To start a farm?
Okay, maybe a little too straightforward. Can't you start a farm back home?
Like I can afford that. Seems like you never had to pay property taxes.
Oh, so you're out here for tax evasion purposes. Okay. What's so confusing about Bugsnax? I can't believe I'm asking this question. They're living food creatures that walk around with Google eyes.
Well, they ain't animals, and they ain't plants. No organs, no seeds, nothing.
Oh, that is interesting.
And you have to eat them raw, or they turn to mush. I call that confusing.
Oh, you can't cook them. He's also married to Triffany, who sadly isn't on good terms with him now. That's all. Thanks for your time.
Seems like a waste of your time. If you want answers, you need hard evidence.
Wambus then gives me a note from Lisbert showing a big door that takes 3 grumpuses to open. With the interview complete, I head to the beach to find other cotton candy people who could give me clues about what happened to Lisbert. Immediately, I meet a scientist who says my journalistic skills are as useful as extracting poop from toilets.
Despite your lack of any and all useful skills,
Hey!
I require your assistance.
I can do journalism. Yeah, journalism is a useful skill. What's your problem?
As is extracting feces from the latrine.
The unidentified jerk does give me a device that lets me choose which part of a grumpus gets snackified when the grumpus is fed a Bugsnax. That's pretty cool, but jerks get ketchupified. Get back here! While exploring the beach, I find a tall grumpus musician named Wiggle playing a banjo and serenading the short rancher Gramble. Her song is beautiful, but Gramble's too concerned about his nearby strabby pets to even appreciate Wiggle's song. Then Wiggle insists on a date. Gramble likes the idea until Wiggle mentions bringing Gramble's delectable strabbies on the date and sleeping together. Gramble says,
No!
because anytime he falls asleep around Wiggle, his strabbies would mysteriously disappear. I wonder why. Disappointed, Wiggle leaves, and I greet the rancher directly.
If you're looking for Bugsnax, you best turn back. These little ones are my kin.
Apparently, he relates more to a walking strawberry than to a fellow person. Does that mean I can eat him? He says he'll come back to Snacksburg if I help him find his missing Bugsnax, but I won't be searching alone. He gives me a laser pointer to guide Sprout, his strabby hamster cat in a ball. It's a strabby in a ball! It's so cute. I use Sprout to flush 3 peel bugs out of narrow spaces and into my trap. I got your Bugsnax back.
You got my little ones back! But, geez, you spooked them real good. They don't even want to unroll. They don't like being in your trap much.
He still has 2 Queebles missing and wants me to lure them in instead of just trapping them.
Lucky you got Sprout to help out. Smother him in chocolate and those Queebles will follow him till the end of time.
I look around and spot the first Queeble on the beach, covering Sprout in chocolate? Ugh, dude, it looks like it's covered in poop, especially with that stench. It gives chase, and I manage to lead it back to Gramble. Oh, it's a cute little kiwi with a spoon in it. It's a kiwi with little stubby legs. Catching the other one is going well until a crapple decides to try to steal Sprout. You know you want to run your tongue all over it. Scrumptious chocolate, go ahead, eat me. I'm just a delicious ball. Run your tongue all... No! No! Crabble, not you! Not you! I return the second Queeble, and Gramble decides to let me keep Sprout. Aw, don't worry, buddy. I'll take good care of him.
Or else.
Or else what? Now that all of Gramble's lost snacks were returned, he was ready to come back to Snacksburg with his cute companions following him. They're all following him! It's so cute! I decide to head back myself, bumping into Gramble and Wambus, who don't seem very pleased to see each other.
Look what the snack dragged in.
I wouldn't have come back if I knew you were here.
Well, I ain't about to leave now.
Me neither.
Then I reckon we're neighbors again. Howdy, neighbor.
What a healthy neighbor relationship. I'm sure they're gonna get along just fine. After refilling on ketchup and donating some Bugsnax to the town, I decide to call it a night and get some much needed rest in Wambus's bed. He seemed too distracted staring at a cactus dressed as his wife to mind. When I wake up, Wambus is out in his garden and wants to talk. He tells me he thinks he knows how to grow Bugsnax like plants, and that he's seen them crawl out of the ground where there weren't any before. All he needs to start is a root and a fruit. It sounds promising, so I decide to help him out. But before I could start, I run into Gramble at his barn and decide to interview him now that he's back in town. His full name is Gramble Gigglefuddy, and he came to Snacktooth Island to be part of Lisbert's new family. He loves Bugsnax and can't understand how anyone would want to eat them. After Lisbert went missing, the town started treating his barn like a grocery store. Gramble held them off, but says he should have known.
I don't quit.
The very next night, he woke up to Wambus throwing his snacks into a sack, which caused him to panic and let the rest of them loose. I end the interview and Gramble gives me Lisbert's diary key, saying I can have it if I promise to never interview him again. Geez, you know you could have just said no. After the interview, I head to the beach to see if I can get Wiggle to come back to Snacksburg. She's wiggling away as I walk up to her and immediately gives me her autograph. Thanks? I ask her if she'll come back to town, but she says she can't until I feed her a Pinantula for a wild new hairdo. Why does everyone on this island only want me for my snacks? I find a Pinantula and try to use a Crabble to dig it out of the sand with chocolate. It grabs the Pinantula, but I accidentally catch the Crabble in my trap. No, that's not what the plan was. Luckily, a tiny Queeble knocks the Pinantula in the air. Wow, that Pinantula got wrecked by a Queeble. That tiny little kiwi just launched this giant pineapple. Jeez, cover something in chocolate?
And Queebles will release their inner monster.
I feed Wiggle the Pinantula, changing her hair into pineapple leaves. She sings me a tune but trails off, saying it was less of creative flow and more of a drizzle. She asks me to get her another bug snack, this time a grape skeeto. I go back to the beach and scan the air for a grape skeeto. This one plumps up and slows down if he eats another bug snack. It takes the bait and sucks the raspy dry, fattening the snack and giving me time to catch it in my net. I turn around to see Wiggle already waiting for me close by. I feed the grape skeeto to Wiggle, turning her hand into a grape. Wiggle seems pleased, saying she looks fabulous, and now her ideas can finally flow.
Any second now, come on now. I assure you. Who am I kidding? I have nothing.
Apparently, no bug snack on the beach can satisfy her need for inspiration, so now she wants 2 Pop-Ticks from the desert. I try to go to the desert, but my path is blocked by a bunch of thorny cactuses. I guess we should go check on Beffica then. Although, I wonder if anyone even wants her back. When I try to talk to her, she says that with Filbo and Wambus gone, the area has repopulated with snacks.
Scan all the snacks here, fill up your journal, then we can swap deets.
Don't you wink at me. Around a corner, I find a white Strabby, completely the same as a regular Strabby, except for the color. I set up my trap to catch it, but trigger it too early and scare the Strabby off. Luckily, it comes right back, and I manage to catch it. I spot another new bug snack crawling its way around a fence and scan it. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite bug snack ever. Yeah, you totally would be into weenies. I set up my trap and try to chase it in, but it switches directions every time it gets near the trap. It's so adorable. Weenie worm. Did it try to climb up my trap? Weenie worm. It doesn't sound very happy. I sleep until noon to track down the final snack, which turns out to be a sweetie fly. All right, I scanned 6. Now what? She says she isn't surprised I managed to find them all. She's read all my articles. Stalker much? Well, Beffica doesn't believe in all of my stories. She says my interviews were on point and that I had good picks too. What kind of picks are we talking about? Beffica wants me to use my journalistic instinct to find out what her favorite bug snack is. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be really tough. I feed Beffica the weenie worm and she seems satisfied, saying I really get her.
You really get me.
She says if I really want to be her bestie, she wants dirt on Wambus, who apparently acts mysterious before he goes to bed. I catch some more bug snacks before making my way back to town. After donating some more bug snacks to Gramble's farm, I sleep until midnight to see what Wambus is up to. I sneak up and watch as he talks to a cactus dressed up like his wife, Triffany.
I wonder how your day is going. I would hug your cactus facsimile, but it would only hurt me further.
Oh, but that's so sad, though. He misses his wife. I head back to Beffica's cave and tell her what I saw. She makes a mean comment about Wambus and says it's perfect dirt, and tells me she's been bored in this cave and wants to dig up dirt about me. Just for that, I catch up her on her way to Snacksburg. After getting back in town, I decide to sleep for the night. I wake up to the sound of a picture being taken. What? Oh, no. No, that triggered PTSD. I remember now. What are you doing? Let's go get a root and a fruit for Wambus. While looking, I discover a new bug snacks. It's called a Dr. Sodi, and they're adorable. But while trying to get a closer look, a bunger launches me in the air. A bunger! Sodi! Attack! Attack! Attack the bunger! I return to Snacksburg, planting and donating the snacks I've caught before heading back to Lizbert's cabin, where I find Beffica waiting for me. Well, since she's already here, I might as well interview her. Who are you?
I'm Beffica Winklesnoo, and I basically do whatever I want.
Yeah, well, at least you're honest about that. Sure, but what do you do professionally?
Let's just say I'm an information specialist.
So basically you're a professional snoop! Why come to Snacktooth Island?
I'm here on vacay. Unrelated fun fact, did you know that no international laws apply out here?
Is that fun fact really unrelated?
I'm just saying, if you got in trouble, like a lot of trouble, and all your friends turned against you, this would be a great place to hide out forever.
Yeah, makes sense. Thoughts on Bugsnax?
Oh, they're so cute, I could literally eat them up. And I do.
Yeah, especially the weenies, huh? You like to eat up all the weenies. She left town because there was too much drama. Oh, really? And that's why you were living in a cave?
Hey, my cave was sweet.
When I asked what specifically made her want to leave, she told me some grump named Cromdo had started looting Lisbert's house after Lisbert disappeared. Beffica took photos and exposed him, leaving town before he could get back at her. Any info on Lisbert?
What don't I know about Lisbert? Wink.
Did you actually just say wink out loud? Lastly, I asked her what she thinks happened to Lisbert. She remembers a big argument Lisbert and Eggabell got into right before Lisbert left to hunt for the last time. She hasn't seen either of them since. I finish up the interview and Beffica gives me the key to Lisbert's cabinet, saying secrets are important, but finding Lisbert is the priority. How many more secrets are you keeping?
Sorry, interview's over.
Oh, please don't did you just wink at me? You blocked the doorway and you're winking at me! Out of the way! Holy crap, I actually managed to get over her. And she winked at me again. What is that supposed to mean? I returned to Lisbert's cabin to find who else but Beffica. What, she's gonna frame me? She's like, ha! Look at that, Draggy's stealing from Lisbert, invading her privacy. You gave me that key, you stole it in the first place, stop it! I chat with Filbo, who's excited that I'm bringing all the grumps back to Snacksburg. He's less excited about Beffica coming back, though. Same, Filbo, same.
You know what we should do? We should throw a welcome back party.
I agree with Filbo and get the welcome back party started. We've got some proper party music, I'll give you that. Oh yeah! Look at Filbo dancing, and look at everybody else not dancing.
Welcome to the party, Whambone.
We are not friends.
Wambus, Gramble, you two probably have loads to talk about.
I got nothing to say to a guy like Wambus.
That's so. I got plenty to say to you. It's your fault we're in this mess. If you'd have let us eat your precious livestock, we could have kept together.
You lied and stole them away because you can't grow food for yourself.
You think these walking vegetables are your family? I got news for you, Gramble. Bugsnax will never love you.
You don't know a thing about love. That's why your wife left you.
I'm gonna do violence to you.
Well, that wasn't ideal. But maybe after a few dozen more parties, we'll all be friends again.
Filbo thanks me for being there and offers me a Strabby, saying I must be starving from never having eaten a bug snack. I'm not really sure I want to eat that. I don't want to have strawberry arms and legs like you. I tell him my journalistic integrity prevents me from trying them, but he doesn't take no for an answer.
That's the spirit.
Oh. What? What's happening to me?
Are you okay? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, buddy. I guess you're allergic to Bugsnax?
Well, I guess that makes me special. First ever Bugsnax allergy person. Hooray. Oh, the path to the desert is clear now. We should probably head in that direction. What the heck are you doing? Cromdo, a shifty, surly salesman, bitterly pragmatic. I'd trust him as far as I could throw him, which is 31 feet as of last Tuesday. What are you doing?
You! Yeah, up here! Follow me and I'll show you the deal of a lifetime!
The deal of a lifetime? Well, can't pass that up. He leads me to a bridge. That's your deal of a lifetime? Shirt and shoes optional. I can go on this bridge naked? Naked bridge. Oh! I walk back to the dancing grump who tries to sell me the bridge for 100 Bugsnax. It's already broken. What would I even use it for? I do not want or need a bridge.
Whoa. Can't afford it? No problem.
That's not what I said. Cromdo shows me a lunch pad that he says is totally not stolen.
Totally for sale and not at all stolen.
You really needed to emphasize that, huh? Cromdo says he can tell I'm itching to use it and asks me to practice by knocking the cobwebs off his windmills. I get the windmills started again and Cromdo tells me to pay up. It's mine now, yes? Do I get to keep?
Now it's time to pay up.
Pay up?
What? You used it, you bought it.
You said it was practice.
You could pay me 3 of those cheap-poofs. They think they're so great, flying around. Let's see how they like flying into my mouth.
While looking for cheap poofs, I spot a new type of bunger. It's a barbecue bunger, and it starts to chase me. No, please, no. Help me. Help! Bunger's doing some licky-lick back there, and Cromdo appears to be in a bit of discomfort, but at the same time, he's not saying no. Rock, protect me. Ah! As I'm catching the rest of the cheap poofs, I find a Spuddy who starts charging at me. I run in front of a wall, and the Spuddy rams into it, revealing a secret cave. I go in and find a new type of weenie worm, but the Spuddy starts trying to ram into them too. You're being mean to the hot dogs. No! He missed and he hit the pole. Oh my gosh. He's so mad, but he just keeps running into the pole. Oh no. Oh, that hot dog is gonna get it now. Nothing gets in between. Oh. You derp. He's so embarrassed. I scanned the hot dog and find out it's called a shy weenie worm. Only criminals would put ketchup on a weenie worm. Is that so? Oh, he really didn't like that. Oh, he really didn't like that. He really didn't like that. He's aggressive now. Oh gosh, it's a saucy weenie and it's coming for me. I'm walking back to Cromdo when I see another grump in some sort of ancient looking city. Oh, hello there. Her name is Triffany Lottablog, and she says she's doing some archaeology. Triffany is open to coming back to Snacksburg, but she says there's something fossilized in these skeletons' stomachs and asks me to bring her some ribblepedes to help her research. Sure, I'd be happy to give you a hand. I catch the first 2 ribblepedes, and the third one walks right into my trap. Can I literally just grab you from there? Oh, I think I could have. It's so cute. Look at the ribblepede as it pitter-patters around with its bones and goes back where it was. I take them to Triffany, and she nomphs them, bones and all. After eating the ribblepedes, Triffany tells me they only look like they have bones and are actually completely squishy. So what were these ancient grumps eating? She asks me if I can open up an old building so she can see what's inside. With the help of a spuddy ramming its way through the door, Triffany examines the murals on the cave wall, telling me they might have been made 1,000 years ago. It looks like they're worshipping a massive Bugsnax. Hey, that looks kind of familiar. As I left the cave, the same spuddy from before tries to ram me again. Ah, not you again. Leave me alone. Hecky Bugsnax, come here. I'm gonna smack you. Oh! It doesn't care! Triffany says with the mystery surrounding these bones, she won't be making it back to Snacksburg anytime soon. What about Wambus, your hubby?
If Wambus wants me back, well, he can come out here and tell me himself.
Wambus dressed a cactus to look like you. I mean, true.
Oh, my sweet dear. I guess the big love really misses me. Well, I miss him too. But I'm still mad. I suppose I could try being among the living for a while.
There you go. I catch the final cheapoof and return to Cromdo. He tries to sell me the bridge again. This time for a freighter he can't reach. I spot the sweet freighter on a cliff and use my launcher to catch it with a trap. Gotcha. I grab it and return to Cromdo. Get a fry leg. That's what I would say if my leg turned into a fry. Cromdo thinks he should probably get a better location in Snacksburg, but he says he can't move all his inventory without a way to keep cool.
If you make both my feet into big bopsicles, then walking the hot sands would be a breeze.
We don't really have access to bopsicles yet. We'll have to get those later. That way we can get our hands on this very precious bridge that I really, really want. That's so effective and useless! Oh, I'm burning! Someone wants to be a roasted potato. Fine, have it your way. Snipe him, Scorpeno. What are you doing? Oh, not me! You missed! When I get to town, I see Wambus and Triffany talking to each other.
Are you gonna stay for long?
Well, that depends. There any reason for me to stick around?
Man, Triffy, I'm sorry. I've been a dang fool.
Yep.
Welcome home, Triffy. I just hope the cactus doesn't get jealous.
What's that now?
Nothing.
Bilbo says he has something to show me. He brings me to a mailbox and says it's mine.
I think you might have a letter right now. Go ahead and check.
I open it, and it's a letter from Bilbo, thanking me for saving him from starving.
Best wishes, XOXO, Mayor Bilbo Fiddlepie. That's me.
That's me. Well, thanks, Bilbo. Thanks for the basic furniture and dandelion. That's really sweet of you. Bilbo also gives me a hut to put them in. Yay, I'm gonna have my own home in Snacksburg. It's, very homely. We just got a letter, wonder who it's for. Holy crap! Now I've got like 10 letters.
Oh, hi.
Did you put those in there? Nervous face. I go through the letters and get some items to decorate my new house with. A scarecrow from Wambus, Beffica's old sleeping bag, a lantern from Gramble, and a map of Snaktooth Island from Triffany. Why are you still staring at me while I'm going through my mail? Stop being such a creep, Gramble. I put up the map and plant the dandelions and scarecrow. Well, at least the house looks a bit better, and maybe the scarecrow will scare Beffica away. Oh, I think we can interview Triffany. We should totally do that. We're gonna talk to the bone lady. I ask her who she is, and she tells me she digs up pieces of history, and that the island is full of finds, and that she came to Snaktooth Island to follow in her grandma's footsteps or a real adventure. I also mention why she left town, and she says it's less she left and more she stopped coming back. She was angry at Wambus for not coming to the ruins with her, and she feels like he chose his farm over her. All right, well, thanks. That was very informative.
Oh, you're too kind. I'm just happy to chip in and solve a mystery or two. Speaking of mysteries, Lisbert stashed a journal in the ruins for safekeeping. I can't get it open without damaging whatever's inside. I'm thinking you might have better luck with it.
Locked journal, you need a key to open it. Well, boy, oh boy, good thing we've got a key. I open it and a scroll pops out. What? That scroll wouldn't even fit in the journal. Let's take a look at that note we just grabbed. The door is attached to some ancient mechanisms. It looks like it might take at least 3 compasses to activate these. Looks like I need to weigh down the pressure plates in order. First left. Unfortunately, just cuts off there. Okay. I go back to the desert to get 2 pop ticks for Wiggle. Oh! Hi. After finding and capturing the pop ticks while enraging a nearby Scorpano, I head back to the beach and stumble across a Queeble hiding in a log. Queeble. Look me in the eyes, Queeble. Nowhere is safe.
You will be mine. I will hunt you endlessly. You will be my delicious kiwi, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Say hello to my friend, Sprout. Sprout? Queeble. Now, Sprout, I think you and Queeble will get along just fine. Why don't you go ahead and help Queeble find a new home? All right, Wiggle, I got your pop ticks. I feed her the pop ticks and her feet turn into popcorn. Are you feeling inspired now?
Oh, I look ridiculous, and I don't have a single new tune in my head.
She apologizes for the trouble and tells me the problem is not enough Bugsnax. I'm not getting you more free food. Thankfully, she decides to come back to Snacksburg anyway. While in Snacksburg, I run into Wiggle and decide to interview her.
I'm no stranger to interviews, darling. Hit me with your best shot.
She came to Snacktooth Island looking for inspiration for her music after her recent songs weren't very popular. Wiggle loves Bugsnax, saying the taste is like no other and gets her creativity flowing. She thinks Bugsnax are like forbidden fruit and that their protector will come for her one day. That's very spooky, Wiggle. She says she left town to follow Gramble, but I think it might have been more for his Bugsnax. She denies it, saying Gramble's too sweet, like a Strabby, and that she would never take advantage of him, no matter how easy it would be. Yeah, I'm sure you know exactly how easy it would be. When Lisbeth went missing, Wiggle looked for her in the woods, but instead she found the Queen of Bugsnax and ran for her life. What's the Queen of Bugsnax? Wiggle's not sure, but she's worried about Lisbeth with the Queen out there.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
Oh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got music to make.
Wiggle gave you a map to Liz's last location. Check your journal for details. Wait, where did you pull the... Where were you storing that instrument? I see that I got more mail and look through it. Wiggle sent me some hanging lights, and Gramble gave me a flower, hay bales, a weather vane, and a carpet that looks like Sprout. Aw, I put them up around my house. Maybe someday they'll send me walls or a roof. I run by Lisbert's place and find Beffica in there again, so I see what she's up to. What's going on?
Oh, bestie! I was just looking for you.
You were just staring at a bunch of books. Beffica says she's in the mood for some snooping. When aren't you?
Everybody here gets all quiet when I'm around.
Gee, I wonder why. She says if I can find out what Wiggle's up to at midnight, she might tell me something good in return. I wait until midnight and spot Wiggle making her way towards the barn. Where are you going? Where are you going, Wiggle? There's Gramble, but he's sleepwalking. They just collided into each other.
Wiggle needs a midnight snack. Darling! What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm just looking to spend some time with Gramble.
Yeah, that's totally what it looked like as you completely passed right by him and was trying to get yourself a quote-unquote midnight snack. You wouldn't use Gramble for his food, would you? Wiggle broke into Gramble's barn.
OMG! Sounds like Wiggle has a nasty habit. I feel bad for Gramble. Those two just aren't gonna last.
How can you feel bad for anyone? After asking for the info that she made me do the snooping for, she ignores me and says she wants a snack pod. Wow, so my reward is more work. Yay. I grab a few snack pods and go back to Beffica. She eats one and thanks me for getting it, saying she missed them. That's it? What about the info? I need my emotional support, Queeble. Aw, so cute. Okay, I feel much better now. Thanks, Queeble. I run into Filbo, who says with so many grumps back, it's time to gather around the campfire.
Nothing like a campfire, eh, buddies?
Beats sitting in the dark. I tell you, there's some spooky stuff out there.
There ain't nothing out there, just Bugsnax and trees. You're just yellow.
I'm not yellow, I'm pink.
Gramble insists there's something out there, and Triffany agrees, saying she's seen something similar. I'm getting creeped out, so I check behind me and What is that? There was some sort of monster behind me, but no one else saw it. How? Tiffany changes the subject, revealing that the ancient desert grumps of Snacktooth had to seal their dead in secret caves, or else the bodies would completely disappear. Except maybe for a few leftover bones, sometimes. Creepy.
I'm getting a chill just thinking about it.
You're getting a chill because the fire's gone out.
Bilbo asks me to go get more wood from the mill. Why me? That's exactly where the monster went. I sneak over to the mill and grab the wood while watching carefully for the monster. Then I rush back to give Bilbo the wood to start up the fire again. Next time, you're going out there. Bilbo asks Tiffany about the zombies, but Tiffany says it wasn't zombies, just a story on a wall she read, and that we have nothing to fear from the dead. Beffica cuts in, saying she's more worried about the living. She says we're not the first Grumpuses to make it to Snacktooth, so why assume the others are dead?
I've seen those chewed up skeletons around the island. We all know something kills Grumpuses out there, and it has teeth. Bugsnax don't have teeth.
She's not wrong about the bones.
Time out. I gotta use a little Grumps room.
Now hold on.
Wambus asks Beffica if she's saying there are cannibals out there, saying Grumpuses don't have the stomach for it. Beffica says it's true, and that she saw Floofty dragging a severed leg.
And then they took a bite out of it.
Don't mess with my head, Beth. You're gonna scare me snackless. Ah! Oh, Grump. Is somebody gonna check on Filbo?
Of course it's gotta be me! It's always gotta be me! What are those Bilbo?
Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, I got a little too spooked, and I came here to calm down.
If you're in here, who's in there?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Are you feeling okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. Well, let's keep it together and get back to the fire.
No. Ah! What? I return to the fire, and Gramble asks for no more spooky stuff, or else he won't be able to sleep. Wiggle performs a song about the queen, and about how she'll gobble us all up. Wiggle continues her song until a mysterious noise interrupts her.
Grump and Snacks, it's coming for us.
No need to freak out. It's probably just something safe.
I'm freaking out, Wambus.
Don't worry, Gramble. We'll go check it out.
Oh, yay.
If something goes wrong, sacrifice Filbo first.
Sounds like a plan. We find a massive hole in the side of the mill and investigate by checking upstairs.
Chandlo?
Whoa, it's Filbo. And somebody new? Hey, how are you? I saw the fire and I thought, whoa, Snacksburg's on fire. So I came down here to check on it. Anyway, can't stay and hang. I gotta get all this stuff back to Snorpy right away. You know how he gets.
We return to the others, and I grab the toilet paper to throw it at Filbo. I'm still mad at you, Filbo. You won't tell me what's in the bathroom. It's on fire! Wow, the toilet paper lasted longer than the campfire. Oh! I'm burning! Don't touch that! Holy crap! Help! Help! Water! No, everything is not good. Did you not see that I was on fire? I tossed the burnt toilet paper at Filbo a few more times before following the new path into Sugar Pine Woods. I enter Sugar Pine Woods and immediately see flying honey sticks called Honeybee and squirmy Oreos called Cookie. Haha! What? Hey! That should have got around him! He did like a cheeky face at me! Oh, well, let's grab this peanut butter. You think you're so smart? You can get away from my trap. Don't you want some scrumptious peanut butter? Yeah, you love it. What? What? Fine, too quick to evade a trap. I'm gonna hide in the flowers. Evade a Mozzie. Come here. Enter. Ah! I hate this thing. I'm gonna find a way. Can you stop mocking me? Got him! What the? Nappa! Why am I covered in sticky white? What is this? I think his brethren weren't happy about me capturing him. What did they do to me? I find Chandlo yelling at a yellow Grumpus named Snorpy.
Bro, if you're not coming outside, I'm bringing the outside to you!
No, what? You cannot lift my entire house!
Oh, yes, I can! I'ma lift your crib, dog!
Do not lift my crib, Chandlo. I have delicate instruments in here and...
Lift in your crib, dog!
There, I'm out in the fresh air, and I can smell the chemtrails.
And he's back inside already. I say hi to Snorpy, but he calls me a spy and tells me to leave.
Spy or counter-agent you are, I'm not about to fall for your tricks.
I'm a journalist. I'm not a spy or interloper. I asked Chandler to come back to Snacksburg, but he says Snacksburg gives Snorpy anxiety. Chandler says I should talk to Snorpy, but Snorpy thinks I'm a spy.
Interloper.
I asked Snorpy to come back to Snacksburg. He says maybe, but first I have to pass a test. He bends over and gives me his snack grappler.
I built it so that I could help Chandler with his basketballing problem, but I forgot that meant going outside, so you do it, and then maybe we'll talk.
I follow Chandler to his basketball court, and he asks for my help with finding his lost balls.
I lost my balls.
You lost your balls. Did you lose them in Snorpy? I grapple 3 balls and throw them into the basket. Your balls have been secured.
All right, you got my balls back.
You're welcome. He then asks me to catch a Cinesnail. I launch my trap into the Cinesnail and capture it. Then I grapple the trap back and feed the Cinesnail to Chandler. Bro, that's bad! The muscles, no! He races me back to the cabin using his sticky cinnamon roll arm to help him climb up a wall. Chandler wins the race, but is sad that his new cinnamon roll arm didn't make him any faster. So he wants me to feed him even more Cinesnails. I feed Chandler 2 more Cinesnails, turning his upper arm and right foot into cinnamon rolls.
I can't wait to check my gains. But before that, I got a situation. Honeybees flew off with my backup balls. Now my balls are up in the sky.
Is that what that was? I feed Chandler the 2 honeybees, turning his other arm into honey sticks. He enjoys his transformation and says he'll come back to Snacksburg, but not without Snorpy. So I go and chat with Snorpy, and he tells me that he trusts me now.
Here, new chum, lean in close so that I may bestow a hug on you.
Hug?
What an excellent hugging experience that was. We shall have to do that many more times. Now, I need your help. Are you willing to risk your life for the greater good?
What? I would die for you.
Splendid!
Splendid! He tells me to grab a device from Bugwatch Tower. On my way there, I suddenly hear his voice on me saying he put a radio tracking device on me while he hugged me. Hey! I launch myself into Bugwatch Tower and then collect the trip shot device. Immediately, a Charmallow sets off the alarm system, trapping me inside. What? What? Oh, it looks like a scrumptious chocolate marshmallow. Graham cracker s'more. No, but I tripped my own trap! No! Okay, I got it. You are mine. Oh! I'm burning! Oh my God! I return to Snorpy, who asks me to turn his teeth into cookies so that he can taste his own teeth. What? What happened to your arms? What happened to your legs, your little Oreo? You will be mine. On my way back, Snorpy reveals that he actually wants his teeth turned into cookies so that the Grumpinati can no longer track his position through his dental fillings. Snorpy, are you okay? Now Snorpy says he's hungry for Charmallows. Once I step away, though, he reveals that the Grumpinati uses Charmallows to spy on him, so he has to eat the Charmallows to blind the Grumpinati.
Whoa, Snorp Dog, you got the radio working? Let's put some jams on!
Not now, Chandler. The radio is... it's broken.
The fiery Charmallow is too hot to trap or net, so I intercept its flight with my trip shot and knock it into the water for an easy capture. Not so safe now. The second Charmallow isn't near water, so I trip shot it and lure a big bobsicle to the stunned Bugsnax. Come. Yay! Oh, it's still coming! Get him. Got him. Stop! I return to Snorpy and feed him the Charmallows, turning his nose into a marshmallow. You've got a marshmallow nose, I like it. No. Nom. You just got a stack of chocolate and graham cracker on your head. Somehow this makes Snorpy feel safe enough to return to Snacksburg.
If I didn't think it'd crush you like a tin can, I would hug the grump out of you.
Ugh, I'll get all sticky if you do that.
Here it comes!
No, dude! No, I'm gonna get sticky! No, stop making me sticky!
You do that hug.
You do that hug. After Chandler hugs me with his sticky arms, he leaves to Snacksburg with Snorpy. While donating snacks to the barn, I notice Gramble's struggling to train his pet Queeble, Charwy. He asks me to help by using Sprout to lead Charwy to the barn. I coat Sprout with chocolate and guide Charwy past obstacles and the Grumpuses till the Queeble reaches the barn. No! Stop! Wiggle! Beffica! Wiggle, stop it! Oh my gosh! Beffica just shattered that ball! What is wrong with you? Gramble appreciates the training help, but I'm pretty sure I just trained Charwy to follow chocolate, not lasers. You look so derpy. Like, I know every Bugsnax looks derpy with the googly eyes, but you look especially derpy. The way it just squeezes its nose forward and like slides its eyes along. You're like one of the derpiest Bugsnax out of all of them.
Howdy.
Howdy. What's up?
Nothing yet. Think something might be wrong with the soil. Why don't you fetch me a big old fibrous Bugsnax? Like a spuddy. I got a plan.
Before I can help, I bump into Chandler, who shows me the walls and roof he built for my hut.
Filbo told me you were living here, and I thought, you know what this place...
Wait, what's happening? This looks buggy. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be here to tell me that. Basically, he built walls around my house, and I've got like a proper dwelling. After reading a few letters, I go back to Chandler and ask to interview him. Who are you?
Chandlo Funkbun. I lift.
I didn't ask, but okay. Lifting is a job?
It's a way of life, bro. Anything that needs to go up. Logs, buildings, balls, Snorpy. I'll get him there.
Okay, dude, you cannot tell me that this is an accident. He squeezes balls. It's every other sentence he says. He lifts balls. Well, thanks, Shadow. You really slam dunked my questions.
Bro, that's not... Just... don't.
Hey, you're one to talk with all the balls! Yeah, really, he's gonna diss me for that joke when he's literally talking about balls all the time. I thank Chandler for the help and ask to interview his friend Snorpy.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Okay, Mr. Snorpy. Snorpy, I must talk to you, and we must engage in conversation. Can we engage in a very thrilling conversation together? I wish to deliver an interview. Can we have an interview, Snorpy?
Are you mad? I can't have my secrets plastered all over the front page news.
What if your name wasn't attached?
I suppose I can reveal a tad bit, so long as my identity is protected.
Who are you?
I am Snorp Redacted. I have devoted my life to inventing devices that foil the machinations of the Grumpinati.
How long have you and Redacted been in a relationship?
I mean, we've been together since kindergarten. It would make perfect sense if we were together.
Aww.
He's never said we are, has he?
He's so shy, it's adorable. Snorpy thinks that Bugsnax aren't natural and instead are created in a factory deep underground. Snorpy teases me about terrible secrets he and Lizbert kept, but won't share these secrets with me. Alright, well, I guess we're done then.
Excellent interrogation, Chum.
Interrogation.
So great that you deserve another hugging experience.
Oh no, what are you putting on me this time? Nah.
This must not go on the record. Elizabeth Megafig discovered something on the island and came to me for help. An entrance to the underground, locked behind a strange device. I assisted her in unraveling its secrets, and soon after, she vanished. You must take extreme caution. I can tell you where to find it, but the rest is up to you.
Oh. He gave me a map to a mystery door. I check up on Triffany, who asks me to go exploring with her. We travel to Flavor Falls, and she wants me to find a stone Grumpus face and a Pinkle. Since the Sandopede is also here, I set up my trip shot to stun the Sandopede, then collect all of its parts with my net. I find the Pinkle that Triffany wanted me to get and grapple the jar off of it, leaving it exposed. What's holding you together? You're just a cluster of pickles walking around with a pickle in the middle. I feed the Pinkle to Triffany and transform her nose into a pickle. Oh, I actually don't like that. You look like Squidward now.
Wow, that's a good one.
I explore the nearby caves and scan a stone Grumpus face with my snack scope. After telling Triffany what I found, she reveals that the ancient stone Grumps of Snacktooth would sacrifice their dead to Bugsnax. We return to Snacksburg and I check up on Chandlo. He asks me to feed him big, strong Bugsnax so he can absorb their strength and become stronger. I go catch more Sandopedes from Flavor Falls. Come here, Sandopede, don't you want to touch these balls? Then come back and feed them to Chandlo, transforming his leg into a sub sandwich.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
That doesn't look like peak performance at all! You look flimsy and weak! Chandlo then asks me to help him with a new exercise. He sets up hanging weights around Snacksburg and asks me to grapple them so they fall on top of him while he jogs around town. This sounds extremely dangerous, but he assures me that he can handle it. I grapple 5 weights one by one as Chandlo runs under them so that he catches the weights and stacks them over his head. Chandlo, are you okay? You're like squinting your eyes. You don't seem very comfortable. How do you feel?
I feel swole, dog!
After the workout, he tries to lift a tree stump, but he's still too weak and gets sad because he wants to be stronger to protect Snorpy. Aww, and he looks so sad. The next day, while bringing the Spuddy to Wambus, I see Gramble arguing with him again.
Wambus, you heartless monster! Stop burying the little ones!
You mind your own business. Besides, I thought you wanted more Bugsnax.
You know that's not what I meant. and that's not gonna work anyhow.
That's so. Well, you go and let me know when your pets are expected.
I will.
All right, I got your Spuddy. Heck it, nose. You got a potato nose! Wait. Oh! I was supposed to give him the Spuddy, not feed him the Spuddy! Ah! I forgot! I messed up. I go back to Scorched Gorge and catch another Spuddy before returning to Wambus.
That's not for me. No, you go and feed that to Philbo.
What?
Then, hole up by the outhouse for a spell. When his business is done, gather up the fertilizer.
Wait, let me get this straight. So you wanted me to get the Spuddy to feed it to Philbo to make him poop so I could collect his poop so you could use it to fertilize your soil to try to go Bugsnax in it? Hey, Philbo. Hi. I feed Philbo the Spuddy, then wait by the outhouse while he does his business. Once Philbo leaves, I collect the fertilizer and deliver it to Wambus.
Hoo-wee! That stink could raise the dead. That's bound to be potent enough for my soil. Thanks, stranger.
You're welcome. I visit Cromdo in Scorched Gorge and feed him 2 bopsicles, turning his feet into popsicle sticks. He trades me the broken bridge as thanks, but it breaks again.
If you need anything else, anything at all, please, 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 call your friend Cromdo.
Yeah, I need to smack you in the face, you scam artist! Now, but you get ketchupified! Since I can't cross the bridge, I return to Snacksburg and see Beffica confronting Cromdo. She warns Cromdo that if he starts scamming people again, she'll catch him. He says she's just as bad as he is, always snooping on other people.
I don't care what they think about me, as long as I make sure you get what you deserve.
Jeez.
Don't I always? Are you gonna buy something or what?
Yeah, I'll take a tall snack water extra fizz.
Coming right up.
They just casually do business afterwards. Okay. As Beffica leaves, I ask to interview Cromdo.
Hey, pal!
Hey, pal! Yeah, let's talk, pal. You have time for an interview?
All right, I could use some practice. They'll be interviewing me every day when I'm a gazillionaire.
Apparently, he used to be a door-to-door salesman selling oatmeal to grandmas. Once Lizbert came on TV talking about Bugsnax, he quit his job and joined the expedition to Snacktooth Island, hoping to start his own Starbucks company and make millions off of Bugsnax. Why did you leave town?
I tried to make use of what Lizbert didn't need anymore, and Beffica didn't like that. Yeah, she went and told everyone that I'm a thief.
Well, weren't you stealing, though?
I was salvaging! That's a community service, pal! But Beffica planted evidence in my hut, said I stole her diary. So I did what any honest grump would do. I ran.
Do you have any info on Lizbert?
Oh, don't get me started. Everyone here thinks she's so great, such a fantastic leader. But I know the truth.
Oh?
She came here to stroke her ego and get Eggabell her fix. The rest of us were just disposable.
Disposable? That's pretty cold.
That's Elizabeth Megafig. When push came to shove, she abandoned us. I gotta confess, I was thinking about sailing home after things got hairy. But when I went looking for our boat, it was gone. There's only 2 grumps missing. You do the math. Just go check out where the boat was. See what you think of Lizbert after that.
Oh. The next day, Cromdo asks me to find a delicious bug snack that Cromdo can trade with Triffany for her map. Then, he'll use the map to find a huge bug snack that he can sell for millions.
Then we'll split the profits 50-50.
50-15? Excuse me? Did you say 15?
I clearly said 50.
Cromdo, you're such a sucky, you piece of crap! Now about a Beffica with the pictures! What do you want?
Hey there, bestie.
We're not besties.
Got a new target. Cromdo's back in town. I know that greedy crumbag has some juicy dirt. I'm sure you'll find something good. Don't let me down, bestie.
Of course, I have to do all the work. Find out what Cromdo does at Now about the pictures! Stop taking pictures of me, I didn't consent to this. I follow Cromdo up to the airship and catch him dancing and singing to Do the Wiggle.
Not awake, not asleep. Get up, everybody. Come on and do the wiggle with me. Eh? Is somebody there? You didn't hear anything, pal. You got that? Not a single peep.
Or else what? What are you gonna do? How about this, Cromdo? Since I've got some dirty... Whoa, where do you think you're going? I think we need to discuss business, pal. How about that 50-50 split? How about we make it 100-0 split? No. An 0-100 pirate split, huh? And then maybe I'll consider not telling people about your dirty little secret. No, you don't accept? All right, guess everybody's gonna know then. I'm telling Beffica. The next day, I reveal Cromdo's secret to Beffica. Now my picture! I stopped her.
MG. That explains why he's always so jealous of Wiggle. Why would he even hide that? It almost makes him kind of likable.
Wow, that means quite a bit coming from you. I head back to my house to try and sleep for the night, but I'm suddenly awakened by the piercing scream of Beffica. That doesn't sound good.
Something's wrong, buddy. We better take a look.
I follow Filbo to the source of the scream, and the entire town is gathered there.
Beffica, Gramble, what happened?
We saw something real spooky walk right into town.
I thought it was a Grumpus at first, but like something about it was wrong.
It looked kind of normal until it
It turned into a bunch of Bugsnax and like scattered.
Oh.
Frankly, I find that hard to swallow.
I seen it too. And this time I know it's not just one of my nightmares.
Get some grumpin' sleep, Gramble.
I can't. Not with all of y'all around here with your hungry mouths.
Don't take this the wrong way, Doug.
Maybe then you'd finally let us eat a few pets.
Uh-oh.
You say that again. Oh, get up.
Is that how he does violence to people?
There's no need for all that. If what Gramble and Beffica are saying is true, there's gotta be some physical evidence left behind. Yeah?
I scan with my snack scope and find paw prints along with a smashed barn lock. The intruder broke into the barn and released all the Bugsnax. Not only that, but it wrote "No more Bugsnax" on the sign above Snacksburg's entrance. Then it walked over to the outhouse before scattering into multiple Bugsnax.
You found what you were looking for? All right, I'll call everybody together.
It's probably aliens.
Well, that's... I reckon there's got to be some other explanation.
No matter who the intruder is, though, the Grumpuses don't feel safe in Snacksburg anymore and want to leave town again.
Face it, Filbo. Without Lizbert, all we have is you.
Just when all hope seemed lost, Filbo said that even without Lizbert, we should still stick together because none of the Grumps were happy alone. Plus, with all of us combined, we can make things work out even without Lizbert. The townspeople agree and decide to stay in town. Filbo says we need to find the last two Grumps, Floofty and Shelda, and bring them back to Snacksburg. Snorpy says that Floofty is in Boiling Bay, while Chandler says that Shelda is in the Sizzling Sands, and reminds us to look for Agabel too. Once I find and bring back the missing Grumps, Filbo will throw a welcome back party.
Now, let's go get some sleep.
The next day, Chandler tells me about a massive bug snack in the forest and wants me to help him catch and eat it. We travel to Flavor Falls and find a giant watermelon bug snack called Mama Melon inside a cave.
All right, you big bug. Here comes the Chandlo Slam!
Aw, Chandler, don't. Smack it! Yay! Whoa! Run! Ah! What just happened?
Close one, dog. That snack is on a rampage.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got an idea. I'll distract the mama. You get the drop on her.
Oh, you picked up its kid. No! Chandler! He got smacked again! Oh, he's okay. You're so small. That's adorable.
It was way strong, dog.
Yeah, no kidding.
Once I eat it, I'll be just as strong.
If you say so. All right, I'll feed it to you. You got melon teeth. He was hoping that this bug snack would make him bigger and stronger so that he could protect Snorpy better, but sadly, he feels exactly the same. Now he's depressed because he doesn't think he's good enough or strong enough to protect his boyfriend, Snorpy. That's okay, just do the best you can, man. You don't have to be number one. After donating some snacks to the farm, I find Snorpy telling Chandler that he already removed the stump with his digging device.
It took 5 minutes.
Oh!
Thanks. Anytime, Chandlo.
The tech versus the muscle. All right, Mr. Oreo Teeth, what do you want?
Ah, chum. Good to see you on this ordinary tyranny-free day. Let us talk pleasantly of the weathers.
The weathers. Oh, yeah. Yes, the weathers. He warns me that earthquakes near the mountain are getting worse. He blames the Scoopy Banoopy bug snack and asks me to catch and feed it to him. Why don't you just get your boyfriend to dispose of his components in your mouth instead of getting me to run around getting you free food, I travel to Simmering Springs and notice Floofty running away again. Wait, where are you going? Get back! Nabada. You forgot to lock the door behind you this time. Now I can easily catch up by you. That one is a hat! Golden Queeble, exactly like the Queeble with a distinctly golden sheen. It's golden! Golden is shiny, shiny is catchy. So we catch the golden and it has a hat. Ah, get in the trap! Why is it going? Yes! It looked like it was gonna go around it. What a jerk! I catch up to Floofty and they're inside a shipwreck. What happened to your leg?
My experiment cost an arm and a leg, and nobody else was offering.
What? That's an expression. Did you mean it literally costed you an arm and a leg? But you still have both of your arms. Anyways, will you come back to Snacksburg?
Absolutely not. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. Now assist me or be gone with you.
What is your desire, oh great Floofty?
Always a question worth asking. Preparations for my grand experiment are nearly complete. Soon we will see if we can amend my ambulation. But for now, simply transform my arm into a red banopper.
I have something for you, your Royal Highness Floofty. Have some ketchup. Ow, yes. And then have some chocolate. Hot sauce. Peanut butter. And some ranch. Ew, delicious. I knew you would love it. That's what you get. Before catching a red banopper for Floofty, I check out the location from Cromdo's map and find the second half of Lisbert's code notes. Oh, the bottom half of this. Looks like I need to weigh down the pressure plates in order. First left, unfortunately it cuts off there. Then right, then center. After that, push down hard on all three. That should get a response. I catch a red banopper and feed it to Floofty, transforming their arm into a red banana. Satisfied, they upgrade my snacktivator so that I can transform Grumpus's body parts into any bug snack they have ever eaten before. I use this new power to transform Floofty's hand into strawberries without having to feed them a new Strabby. On top of that, I use the snacktivator to transform Floofty's missing leg into strawberries.
Bugsnax can cure the sick, revitalize the frail. This discovery will reshape the world.
Floofty then asks me to transform their limbs into cocoa mites. Cocoa. Yes! Run one step forward, you dumb coconut! There you go. I stun a few more cocomites, then feed them to Floofty, transforming their hands and feet into coconuts. Lastly, they ask me to transform their limbs into Noodler, Cocomite, Red Banopper, and Strabby. Noodler is the only bug snack that I haven't already fed Floofty, so I lure a Noodler to a Palatos Grande with hot sauce. Their ice and fire cancel each other out, and I capture both bug snacks. I return to Floofty and feed them the Noodler, then transform their limbs to the bug snacks they wanted. Satisfied, Floofty returns to Snacksburg to experiment on the Grumpuses there. You are a mad, insane, dirty, filthy scientist! Get ketchupified again! I return to Snacksburg and donate several bug snacks before using the upgraded Snacktivator to fully transform Chandlo into watermelons. Now go ahead, work out those melon muscles. Be strong and look absolutely delicious. Then I find Floofty in town and interview them.
Oh, hello.
Floofty is the world's first gastroentomologist, which means they study bug snacks and what bug snacks do to Grumpuses. I ask for Floofty's thoughts on bug snacks and they snap at me, calling me an emotional parasite. Floofty seems to hate journalists because Floofty gets criticized by them for Floofty's dangerous experiments. Well, maybe stop experimenting on people? Why is there a severed leg in your hut?
Would you prefer I keep my severed leg in the outhouse?
That's not what I meant! Why do you have a severed leg? Any final thoughts?
I have the password to Eggabell's personal storage box. It may be of interest to you.
Since when is a password a key?
Enough of my time now. Leave.
You are so mean. They then ask me to help them with another experiment.
Put simply, I'm going to remove my head.
What?
Perhaps I could do something more measured if I had a full team, funding, and a great deal more subjects, but as usual, nobody's volunteering.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would volunteer for their head to be cut off. I can find more what? No, I can't.
Oh, very well. You're welcome to try.
Wait, I'm actually going to try to ask people if they would like to have their head cut off for Floofty's research. Philbo, do you want your head cut off?
I don't think I'd be any help in that department. Floofty said I was about as useful as a beaker without a bottom.
That sounds like something Floofty would say. Yo, Wiggle, this could help you be more creative.
Darling, they once called me a vociferous profligate. I'm terribly insulted, though I have no idea what that even means.
What the heck is a vociferous profligate? We help with Floofty's experiment?
No.
Straight to the point. No. No volunteers.
As expected. My name alone is enough to frighten them off. I require enough bug snacks to fully transform my body. Only the sweetest and most filling will be acceptable.
That seems out of character. Yeah, because you're not sweet. I reject their request and just feed them several Palatos, a Cinesnail, a Sandipede, and a Nutty Snack Pod, which fully transforms Floofty into bug snacks.
I have a few more preparations to make. The experiment will begin in 24 hours.
The next night, Floofty steals and modifies one of Snorpy's Grumpinati traps for their experiment. Floofty lays down onto the device and is bound to the machine, telling me to feed them bug snacks through a tube. Then the spinning saw will come down on Floofty's neck. Floofty, you're actually insane! I place a Strabby in the tube, then the saw spins and approaches Floofty's neck. Button! Push the button! Huh?
You put a stop to this nonsense right now.
Snobbington, here to sabotage my career again?
Sabotage? I'm trying to save your life.
Snorpy argues with Floofty, saying he cares about them and that their life is much more important than the medical discoveries that could come from this deadly experiment. Snorpy leaves and Floofty calms down, realizing that they should try to explain themselves better so that others will be more willing to understand and help them. The next day, I check up on Wiggle. She asks me to help her catch a massive Bugsnax from the ocean.
Please help me. I can't catch it alone.
You can't catch anything alone. I've had to do everything for you. We travel to Boiling Bay, but the Bugsnax is nowhere to be found. Wiggle climbs up onto the shipwreck and plays her banjo.
Oh! There you are, you delectable dragon.
Oh, no.
Come on, let's make some music.
Delectable dragon! What are you trying to say? It's called a Mega Maki, and I have to catch all of its Mini Maki followers before it becomes vulnerable. I set up my trip shot to intercept the Mega Maki's path, then stun the giant Bugsnax, causing its followers to scatter and panic while the leader chases me. I avoid the Mega Maki while catching several Mini Maki, but the Mega Maki quickly recombines with the remaining Mini Maki. I stun the Mega Maki 2 more times and collect the rest of its followers before capturing the lonely and helpless Mega Maki. Wiggle, do something! Don't just stand there, grab it! You are nothing without your followers. I feed the Mega Maki to Wiggle, but unfortunately she still feels no inspiration for her next big hit and gives up, returning to Snacksburg. Aw, poor Wiggle. I dump all my Mini Maki into Gramble's barn before traveling to Sugar Pine Woods. I head towards the mountain and see that Wampus and Triffany have cleared the path to Frosted Peak. I enter Frosted Peak and find Eggabell inside a cave.
Ah! You shouldn't be here. It's not safe. You need to get off this mountain for the sake of your health and well-being.
What are you doing up here?
Surviving.
You could survive back in town. You don't have to come up here to survive. I ask her to come back to Snacksburg, but she won't return until she finds Lizbert. Apparently, Lizbert and Eggabell were exploring the mountain together, but an earthquake separated them. I offer to help, but she tells me to leave and to not tell anyone that she's up here. Eggabell then walks out of the cave and along a path around the mountain. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just gonna tail you and you're not gonna notice. I follow her to a mysterious door.
Ah! Stop sneaking up on me or I'll quarantine you.
I'm gonna quarantine you. Okay. She says she wants to open the door, but can't figure out how without Lizbert's notes. Thankfully, I already have all of Lizbert's notes, so I share them with Eggabell. We need to feed each of the statues in front of the door the Bugsnax they represent. Eggabell says she'll handle it all herself, but I insist on helping, so we agree to each get half of the needed Bugsnax. I head back up the mountain and find a Mount Sodi, one of the Bugsnax that I need for the door. I lure it to my trap by angering the Bugsnax with my snack grappler. After catching the Mount Sodi, I head up to a Scoopy Banoopy and it chases me aggressively. I lure it to a campfire and stun it with a burning trip shot, melting the Bugsnax ice so I can capture the snack with my net. Then, I find a shaking bush and an Instabug comes out when I pull out my snack scope. Oh, the Instabug. This unusual Shishka bug loves the spotlight. What's that? You want me to like, subscribe, and eat you? No, it's like, subscribe, and comment, chat. Not like, subscribe, and numb me, because I'm not yumsies! I lure the Instabug out with my snack scope and capture the snack with my trap. Next, I find another Bugsnax for the door, a Chippy, and intercept its path with my trip shot and grab the stunned snack with my snack grappler. I go back to the mysterious door and feed the Chippy and Mount Sodi to the proper statues before scanning the rest to figure out which other Bugsnax I need. I decide on getting the Flutterjam, so I climb the mountain and find one. I shoot peanut butter at the Flutterjam to knock it out of the sky, then jump down and catch the stunned snack. After that, I return to the door and feed the Flutterjam to its statue. All right, I did the thing.
You're okay. You are okay, right? No drowsiness, numbness, or missing limbs?
Does it look like I have any missing limbs? You're the one with a little string for a leg. She then says that we need 3 Grumpus to be able to open the door. She thinks of Filbo since Lizbert trusts him and asks me to go get him.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi. Wiggle!
Hello.
Stop! I'm talking to Filbo. I think I know where Lizbert is.
Really? Oh, buddy, say no more. I am there.
He happily follows me to Frosted Peak, but collapses from exhaustion once we get there.
This is a big mountain, huh?
Eggabell checks up on Filbo, and Filbo excitedly asks her to come back to Snacksburg, but instead she guides us to the big mystery door. We stand on the pressure plates, then try to push the door open, but the door stays shut, and we're nearly crushed from falling rocks. Eggabell panics and tells us to leave, explaining that while she and Lizbert were exploring the mountain, Eggabell almost fell off when the earthquake hit, but Lizbert saved her life. Because of that, though, Lizbert fell into a hole, and Eggabell blames herself for this and doesn't want anyone else getting hurt because of her.
You know, when I was looking for Lizbert, I got really hungry. I couldn't catch Bugsnax, so I tried eating this purple flower, but then I threw up. And then I went blind for a bit, and then I fell in a hole. And by the time I dragged myself out of there, I was so tired and hungry I could barely move.
Great story, Philbo.
And it's times like those when I could really use a doctor.
Oh, okay. That's where he's going with it. Agabel understands and asks us to give her time to think. I swear, Beffica, every single time I show up, you're like, nope, I'm gonna beat you to it! Dang it, it kicked me out. Here, your free food. I'm disposing of its components in your mouth. How are your boyfriend's components? How did those taste?
Delicious!
Snorpy then asks me to ignite his flares around Snaxburg to prepare for a possible Grumpinati counterattack. Oops. I may have just set Gramble's barn animals on fire! Oh no! Can we put out the fire? That doesn't look very good for them. I'm so sorry, Sody Pot. That's so... Oh! I'm on fire! I spread the fire from the second flare to the rest of them until all 7 are lit, then go back to Snorpy to tell him it's done. The next day, Snorpy tells me that the earthquakes are actually getting worse, and he thinks he found the real cause this time. I travel to Frosted Peak, and I'm surprised to find Snorpy already there waiting for me. He leads me to a cave and says the source of the earthquakes is inside. I light a suspicious birthday candle in the middle, and Daddy Cake like springs from the snow mound. The Grumpinati's secret weapon is a cake. I use my trip shot at a nearby flare to ignite the Daddy Cake legs' candles, making one of its layers break down into several baby cake legs as it escapes. Look at the tiny cakey wakies. They're so cute. The baby cake legs know where the daddy cake legs retreated to and head that way. So we follow them and find the daddy cake legs near the mystery door. Now, but the cake, oh, they're on fire. Don't catch them. Oh! It threw an ice cream at me to try to freeze me solid. I hit one of its candles and it retreats once more. We follow the adorable baby cake legs army to the daddy cake legs' last hiding spot. The army has doubled its size. The cute little cakey wakies. Finally, I ignite its last candle and catch the sweet Daddy Cake Legs along with its adorable children before feeding the Daddy Cake Legs to Snorpy.
Thanks to you, we saved the island.
Sir, you need cake. Nom. Now he has birthday cake. It is forever birthday. And he has sprinkle butt. So now the cake can be licked in more ways than one. I think Chandler will love this. I travel to Scorched Gorge and see that Chandler repaired the bridge. I cross the bridge and find Shelda in the sizzling sands. I ask her to come back to Snaxburg, but she says she's really hungry and wants yellow sauce.
So it is that Shelda is really grumping hungry. Seek the yellow sauce within the great mauve stone.
At least I didn't have to go in the mauve stone to get it. That would be bad because I'm not Yumsy, so I shouldn't be going in any maw or anything that looks like a maw. Wait, so do I just...
That is not what one meant.
She does not look happy with me right now. I actually give her the cheese, and she asks me to do a few quests for her. Break open 2 egglers. Okay, can I crack it against your head? No! Break down 2 praying picantis. Whoa. And lead a black strabby from underground to the surface. You know you want to slurp her. Hey! Oh, the water washed the chocolate away! After completing those quests, I shoot her with more cheese and use my snack scope to take a picture for an achievement. Wait, I got an achievement! Say cheese! Oh! After Shelda finishes, I leave her for a bit and come across a Buffalocust. I use the Sody D from before to remove the fire, making the Buffalocust catchable. Perfect. I know I can count on you, Sody. My perfect anti-air defense. I go back to Shelda and ask again if she'll go back to Snaxburg, and this time she accepts. The next day, I ask to interview Shelda. She's a religious grump serving Mother Nature. Apparently, she came to Snacktooth Island because she won free tickets from a raffle.
Free tickets won in a raffle.
Thoughts on Bugsnax?
The toxin. The mother abhors them in all their alluring forms. One feels them crawling around us, beneath us, inside us.
Ugh. I ask about Lizbert, and instead, Shelda warns me that whoever eats Bugsnax is doomed. Earthquakes, natural disasters, and the Queen of Venoms will strike. After calling her a fraud, I end the interview.
Everyone is a fraud in a sense.
I return to Shelda later, and she tells me to put Bugsnax in her box of purity to be purged. I put an eggler inside, then come back the next day to find Shelda's hand transformed into an eggshell. Why is your hand an eggshell, Shelda? What happened with the box?
So it is. The toxins are no more.
You ate it! She says she didn't eat it, but tells me to get her an inch wrap, a cheeser, and a peel bug to be purged in the box of purity. This has nothing to do with purity! This isn't a vision from the mother, you're just craving some peel bugs, inch wraps, and cheesers. You want free Bugsnax and Yumsies just like everybody else, you want free food! You're a scammer!
Yum.
Did she just say yum?
Yum.
Yum. I walk over to Cromdo and give him the Buffalocus that he wanted. He then tries to trade it to Triffany for her treasure map.
Well, I happen to be in a market for a treasure map.
Never mind. See ya.
Ooh! Since Triffany rejected the trade, Cromdo wants me to steal the map for him instead.
Yeah, well, if Triffany thinks I'm a crook, I'll show her a crook. Here's the plan. I'll keep watch and turn away any looky-loos while you sneak upstairs all quiet-like and nab that map.
This seems like a crime.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. No, I'd do it myself. Believe me, it's just that I got this condition where I'm deathly allergic to jail time.
Well, what do you know? I'm allergic to jail time too! I sneak inside Triffany's hut while she and Wambus are sleeping, then go upstairs and snatch the map. The map is mine. We're sneaking back out. That's a problem.
What's that? Cactus?
Yes, it's me, Cactus.
Oh, good. Love you, Cactus. Prickly pear.
Love you too, Wambus. I escape the hut and give the treasure map to Cromdo, who tells me to come back in a few days for the treasure hunt. Meanwhile, I catch a green peelbug, cheeser, and inchwrap, then deliver them to Shelda's box of purity. I come back and find Shelda's arm turned into cheese, and her legs a salad wrap and lime. You ate the Bugsnax again! Shelda tells me to bring a sprinklepede, palatos, and flapjackerack to the box to be purified. Cut the act.
One who is me is certain, yada, yada, yada. Just get the grumping snacks already.
I catch the palatos, sprinklepede, then place them in the box with the flapjackerack that I caught before. She thanks me, then admits she's a fraud. Shelda's not really a wise prophet, but fakes it to convince people to listen to her. Shelda does really believe that Bugsnax are dangerous and wants others to stop eating them, but she can't even stop eating Bugsnax herself and hates herself for it. You don't have to be perfect for people to listen to you, Shelda. Being a flawed person actually makes you more relatable. The next day, I tell Cromdo that I'm ready for the treasure hunt, and we travel to the Sizzling Sands. The map leads us to the top of a shrine, but the central piece is blocked. I grapple the base of a pizza cutter statue and cut open a casket to release a Bombino. It's Bombino because like Tostino's pizza rolls, right? I throw the Bombino onto the central shrine piece and blow up the rubble, then slide my lunch trap into the revealed slot.
There it is!
Whoa!
My piece of the pie! Come on down here, you...
That yell. Whoa! Oh, they're angry pizza rolls and they're on fire! I retreat up the stairs and notice the flying pizza boss creating tornadoes that put out the fire on the Bombinos. I quickly grab an extinguished Bombino and launch it at the Monster Supreme, stunning the giant pizza and bringing it to the ground. Slice the pizza! Slice the pizza! Yay! I stun and slice the Monster Supreme again and again until it's cut down to a wingless, lonely slice. I catch the Monster Supreme with my net and feed it to Cromdo.
Nice work, pal. Let's go home and we'll count up the spoils.
What spoils? The pizza bug snack was the spoil, and you just ate it. That's like eating the treasure. We have nothing left. I talked to Cromdo afterwards, and he tells me that he hates being a scammer and thief, but he thinks it's the only way he has a chance at living his dream. Cromdo, you can still live your dream without stealing from people and scamming them. Don't sacrifice your morals for success. After finishing with Cromdo, Snorpy tells me that the earthquakes have gotten really bad on the beach and asks for my help.
Meet us there whenever you get the chance. In the meantime, we have preparations to make. Chandlo, ready the sunscreen!
What's the sun gonna do to you if you're made of cake? I travel to Simmering Springs and find Chandlo asking to sunscreen Snorpy's back, when suddenly an earthquake strikes and an island rises from the ocean. Chandlo wants to explore it immediately, but Snorpy tells me to ask Triffany, Floofty, and Shelda to join us first. I go back to Snacksburg and ask the three of them to join the expedition before returning to the beach. Chandlo finished building the raft while I rounded up the others, so we're ready to leave. But before we can go, Floofty starts arguing with Shelda.
Snacksburg is that way, Shelda.
Oof.
Be still your wicked tongue. One must show respect to one's elders.
I'm starting to think this might not have been the best idea. You know, 6 folks is a lot for one raft. Maybe one of us ought to stay back home?
Which one?
As Triffany suggests that one of us should stay behind, Snorpy volunteers since he's afraid of the new island, but Chandlo still wants to go.
But bro, we do everything together. What if something happens to you while I'm gone?
Well, I'll be on this lovely beach. What if something happens to you?
Yes, you can both be struck by a meteor at any moment. Honestly, they do this every time Chandlo goes to check the mail. Can we stop wasting time and get on with this expedition before I'm as old as Shelda?
We climb onto the raft and set sail for Broken Tooth Island. We arrive safely, but Chandler panics because his radio stops working. He wants to spend another hour sailing back to Snorpy just to tell him that the radio's broken, but Shelda tells Chandler that we should move on.
And if you think I'm spending another minute on that plank of wood today, you are dead wrong.
I ignite a torch so we can cross a bridge, then run into a maze door with a small slot at the bottom. I guide Sprout inside and up the rising pillars all the way to the top, and the door opens the way to the mainland.
Bros! Come check this out! You seeing what I'm seeing? It's bunger time!
Yeah, but that's a big bunger, though.
Why don't you go and fetch it for us, Chandlo?
Way ahead of you, dog!
Chandler, no!
Is it just me? Or is that bunger way bigger
Chandler!
than normal?
Chandler!
Bro!
I grab the spice pot from the statue where Chandler landed and throw it at the Bunga Royale, shrinking it to a catchable size. I then stun the Bunga Royale with my trip shot and catch it with my net before feeding it to Chandler. We return to the others around a campfire and talk about the massive Bugsnax on the island. Triffany reveals that the spice we used to shrink the Bunga Royale was held by a statue of Mother Nature. Shelda is in shock.
But why would Mother Nature, noted despiser of Bugsnax, be dispensing Bugsnax catching equipment? Shelda, your god is a hypocrite.
Silence, you wretch! The mother guides, the mother protects. If you so doubt, then one will wield the light of truth against your blasphemy.
Oh dang, where's she going?
Okay then. I guess Shelda's gonna go check out those shrines.
She's literally like 5 feet away from you. While Shelda finds the truth about Mother Nature in her corner, Floofty studies the shrink spice, and Chandler looks for Bugsnax to eat to make himself stronger. First, I help Triffany by guiding Sprout into a suspicious hole. Let's shove Sprout in here. You're not gonna attack me, right? Oh! Wow, that... Whoa!
This was a close call.
Close call! That ran right over me! In fear for my life, I quickly run over to the shrine and grab the shrink spice, then deliver it to Floofty's trough. The spice immediately falls apart, so Floofty asks me to throw a fresh batch right onto their face. Oh, jeez.
Goggles, they do nothing! If you couldn't tell. That was rather unpleasant.
After they calm down, they ask me to catch and feed them a Ched Orb and a Millie Mochi. But first, I tell Shelda that I destroyed the obstacle blocking the way to other shrines, then follow her to the next shrine. On the way, I notice a Klobsteroni carrying a trampoline. I jump onto the trampoline and launch myself towards a lit torch, then spread the fire to the torches in front of the shrine, opening the door. I lure the Klobsteroni over to the other side, then jump onto the trampoline and enter the shrine. I open a side path with my snack grappler so Shelda can come inside. Shelda reveals that she heard stories passed down from survivors of Snacktooth Island saying that the Bugsnax are toxic and dangerous. She also says that she actually came to Snacktooth Island not because of a raffle, but because Broken Tooth is a site of important Mother Nature history, and she wanted to see it for herself. Shelda leads me to a crater where apparently Mother Nature punished the ancient Grumpuses for eating the Bugsnax by sending the island deep into the ocean. Shelda doesn't believe that Mother Nature would destroy her disobedient followers, so Shelda decides to figure out what happened herself instead of trusting these ancient stories. So she asks me to crack open 3 Eggler shells. These eggs are huge! I'm not strong enough to carry these eggs, so I grapple one over to an ancient statue holding a spoon. It just got bapped with the spoon. I collect the other 2 eggs and bring them back for the statue to smash them open. I tell Shelda that I've cracked open all 3 eggs. She thanks me because she needs the calcium from those shells to help her fight her bone disease. I go back to the Klobsteroni from before and throw shrink spice at it, then catch the shrunken snack in my trap. Next, I intercept a Ched Orb with some shrink spice and chase the shrunken cheese ball into a hollow log. Wait, that's right, it's not gonna continue its path! Nabata! Get out! Yes! Mine! Nearby, I find the Millie Mochi that Floofty asked for. It seems to change color and flavor based on its emotion. I'm curious what happiness tastes like. Happiness is not yumsies. Oh! I shoot hot sauce at the freezing Millie Mochi to lure the burning deviled Eggler to ram into and thaw the Millie Mochi. Meanwhile, I rush to grab shrink spice and quickly run back to throw it onto the stunned Millie Mochi for an easy net capture. After all the successful captures, I come back to camp and feed Chandlo the Klobsteroni. He's sad that he didn't get any bigger after eating it, but decides to move on and play basketball with me.
We're gonna take turns shooting hoops. First one to make 5 baskets wins. Grump.
Ha! Ha! Pleb! Pleb! Melon arm. My turn now. Where's my little aiming reticule in real life that lets me aim into the hoop? No!
My turn.
No!
Whoa.
Yay!
I didn't know you were such a baller.
Afterwards, he asks me to catch him a Pilobite and a Selly Sticks. But before I go, I feed Floofty the Chedorb and the Millie Mochi. Unfortunately, these snacks don't help Floofty learn more about the spice, so Floofty needs me to go catch them at Chocoland instead. While leaving camp, I notice that I can spread the fire from the campfire to the island's torches. So I use my trip shot and start spreading. I transfer the fire one after the other until I accidentally set a Chedorb on fire. Oh, I set it on fire! Oh, don't run into me! It's a fire cheese ball! I ignite the torch next to Triffany and talk to her. She needs my help with a maze door, so I guide Sprout inside and up the rising pillars while avoiding the tiny Chocolant until Sprout reaches the top. The door opens and Triffany rushes inside. I spread the fire inside and open a secret room. Inside the secret room is a mysterious triangular key. I wonder what this opens. I follow her up to a higher point of the temple and see some new Bugsnax to capture. You know you want the cheese. Oh, what have I done? It's stick bug dancing. Let it get the cheese! You flipped it over! Hang on, let me get a good look at this. Oh no! What happened? Okay, do not hit the Selly Sticks again. Be careful. Okay, now grab that, please. No Pilobite! After successfully getting the Clubsteroni to pick up the trampoline and get into position, I jump onto it and launch myself over the gap. Now that I have Shrink Spice, I show the snacks who's the boss. You have caused me enough trouble. Aw, who's your small little baby pie? Who's your little baby pie? Baby pecan pie, like a little dollar store pecan pie. You're so small. You as well have been an issue. Enough of your stick bug dancing. I leave the temple for now and go back and deliver a Chocolant to Floofty's trough. Floofty is actually able to extract the Shrink Spice from this Bugsnax, so they tell me to come back later after they have had time to study the spice. In the meantime, I visit Chandlo and feed him the Pilobite and Selly Sticks he asked for. Ugh, not in my face, Chandlo! He then tells me that right now he has some extremely rare privacy from Snorpy, so he wants to take advantage and ask for help from Floofty about how to handle Snorpy.
Are we here to speak ill of my brother? I will gladly go first. Complaint 1 of 294.
Jeez.
No, that's not why I asked you here. But I do want to talk about Snorpy.
Chandlo asks Floofty if Snorpy was always so paranoid and anxious. Floofty says it got way worse after their government project with Snorpy fell apart. Floofty and Snorpy were working together on a government-funded project to make prosthetics for Grumpuses that would be 10 times stronger than normal Grumpus body parts. Snorpy found out that the government had bad plans for this technology, so Snorpy tried to expose the government.
If it must either exist with some consequences or not exist at all, I think the choice is clear.
Hi, Shelda.
Easy to say when you aren't the one living with the consequences.
Oof.
Yeah, where did you come from?
Before he could succeed, the government fired both Snorpy and Floofty, then ruined their reputations with slander so that nobody would listen to them. Chandlo understands and realizes that this is why Snorpy has developed this paranoia and anxiety about the government. After Floofty finishes talking to Chandlo, I go back to them to ask about the Shrink Spice. Even though Floofty was able to extract the spice, they are not able to figure out what it's made of. Oh, well, we do know an herbalist.
You cannot be serious. I would sooner eat my bow tie than listen to a word of Shelda's advice.
All right, eat your bow tie right now!
That was clearly a statement of hyperbole. I very much like this bow tie, and I will not eat it even if doing so wins an argument.
Floofty eventually gives in and asks Shelda for help. Shelda is surprised that Floofty wants her help and makes fun of Floofty for it. She does agree to help, though, sniffing and tasting the spice to figure out what it's made of before telling Floofty. Floofty is surprised to hear that sulfuric acid is an ingredient in the spice.
That's sulfuric acid.
And that went in your
Common
eyes?
but powerful desiccant. That certainly explains the burning sensation.
Floofty, did you tell the journalist to throw acid at you?
The next morning, I visit Triffany and ask her how to open the temple. I ignite the torch in front of the temple and the door opens. I try to enter, but a nearby Millie Mochi charges into the torch and puts out the fire, making the door close again. I shoot chocolate to lure the Millie Mochi far away from the door before igniting the torch again and rushing inside. There's a maze puzzle blocking our progress again, but this one is huge. I guide Sprout all the way through the complicated maze past pillars, wheels, platforms, and Chocolants until Sprout reaches the top and completes the puzzle. Triffany says that she needs the others to help her clear it, so she goes back to camp and gathers everyone around the campfire. Floofty then reveals that they managed to make their own Shrink Spice. They also figured out that Broken Tooth's Bugsnax are actually naturally small-sized, but this island somehow makes them bigger. Triffany thinks that there are answers behind the temple ruins, but cannot clear the debris herself. The others offer to help, and we travel to the temple together. Once we're there, Floofty tells me to put sprout on the ground, then turn around and wait for a surprise. How come everybody gets to see besides me?
I've got it out of the ball.
Wait, you took it out?
Slippery little thing. Keep it still, or the needle will.
Ow!
Needle?
The grump is that stuff.
You'll live. There you go.
Whoa! Don't let go!
What's happening?
Oh, no, you don't! Gotcha!
You may now turn around.
What have you done to Sprout?
Feast your eyes on the new and improved.
What? You made him huge! I guide the enlarged Sprout to the debris and he smashes right through it. With the ruins cleared, we enter the temple. Now that we're inside, I scan my surroundings and find out that these ancient grumpuses sacrificed people to Bugsnax. Trifany even thinks that the broken-toothed Bugsnax are so huge because of the sacrifices. Suddenly, Chandlo finds an ancient machine with a round slot in the center. I guide the massive Sprout into the slot, then use my snack grappler to catapult him into the central pillar, shattering it.
Bros, I get the feeling I'm about to get dunked on again.
No! Strawby! No! No, the chat orbs, the cheese balls are coming from me! Whoa, what are you doing with that? He's throwing it at me! I grapple away rubble from some ancient catapults and trick the boss snack into throwing a chet orb into the slot. Once the chet orb is inside, I launch it right back at the Rex. BAM! The enraged Rex charges towards the catapult and destroys it, so I lure its chet orb throw towards another catapult instead. After cracking the Rex's glass again, it smashes this catapult too. All of a sudden, rock piles with small holes at the bottom rise from the ground while the Rex throws boulders at me. I still don't have Sprout, so I shrink the chet orbs instead, and they roll into the holes, destroying the rocks and revealing more catapults. I use the new catapults to damage the Rex 2 more times, but then he destroys them. Thankfully, 2 high catapults are now revealed, so I lure the Rex's throw and return it back 2 more times before he destroys these as well. I'm out of catapults again, but a massive maze puzzle is revealed, and Sprout falls back into the temple. Strabby! I guide Sprout through the massive maze while dodging the Rex's attacks. I reach the catapult at the end and launch Sprout into the Rex, shattering his glass. With the Rex's cheese exposed, I throw Shrink Spice onto him to shrink him, then stun the shrunken boss with my trip shot. At last, I catch the stunned snack with my net and feed it to Chandlo.
Bro, I better eat that thing before it bulks up again.
You would use this as an excuse to get more free food. With the Cheddar Rex defeated, we regroup and talk about what happened. Trifany thinks that, long ago, something much larger than the Cheddar Rex climbed out of that hole and wiped out the broken-toothed grumpuses. Shelda even thinks it might be the sacrificed grumpuses seeking revenge, and maybe they even caused the island to rise so we could learn their story. Whatever the answers are, we agree that it's time to go back to the raft and sail for Snacktooth. With everyone safe in town, I head to Boiling Bay to find the door for my triangle key. I use my lunch pad to launch myself onto a shipwreck, then jump down onto a strange stone triangle. Thanks to the key, I'm now in the triplicate space. What is this mysterious place? I find a tape recorder revealing that a journalist came here decades ago to interview whoever lived here. After pressing a button and exploring a new room, I learn about the Snackalites.
Are the Snackalites?
They are descendants of Grumpbeard's crew who are keeping Bugsnax a secret until they can figure out how to control them. And that apparently they aren't the Grumpinati, the group Snorpy keeps talking about. I rotate 3 statues to unlock a door, revealing another button to press. On the other end of the hall is another puzzle, but this time I need to make all the statues face the same direction. With a bit of experimentation, I figure out the puzzle and push another button. Afterwards, I head back to the central area and press one last button. Oh. This opens. Once I'm inside, a Cappuccino Bugsnax wakes up in front of me and runs away. Before I chase the snack, I listen to the last tape revealing that the past journalist was recruited for the Snackalites. With every room explored, I leave the triplicate space and find the Cappuccino Bugsnax outside running on water. I want to catch it, so I block the area's exit with a trip shot so that the Cappuccino can't escape. Then I use chocolate to trick the green crapple into throwing and stunning the Cappuccino for me for an easy net capture. With the secret Bugsnax captured, I head back to Snacksburg. I check up on Filbo and he wants to celebrate more grumpuses returning with another party. I tell him I'm ready and the party begins. Filbo needs my help to get everyone to dance, so I visit the grumpuses one by one, telling them to dance. Wambus says he wants to apologize to Gramble first, so I fetch him some snack water to help motivate him. Wambus goes over to Gramble and says he's sorry for being rude.
Apology accepted. Of course, no forgiving is complete without a hug.
No. But I suppose a dance couldn't hurt.
I understand your wisdom, oh great Shelda. You're saying I should chug this snack water upside down, dog!
Yes!
I then tell Shelda to dance, but she says that an orb must be cleaved and paper shards must snow before she will dance. I throw a mug of snack water onto a party ball above her head, splitting the orb and making paper snowflakes rain down on her. Shelda gets excited and joins the dance.
Boogie boogie!
Now that everyone is dancing, I go upstairs to talk to Filbo. He thanks me for my help in bringing almost everyone back to Snacksburg.
Right? So
Our end is nigh.
Suddenly, an earthquake strikes, and I black out while we try to evacuate. When I wake up, the party is destroyed, and our homes are damaged.
as long as we keep calm.
Our doom approaches. Pray to your gods, children.
The island's volcano is erupting, but Filbo still tries to calm the townspeople. When suddenly, Eggabell shows up and surprises everyone. She tells us that she figured out the door and knows how to get to Lisbert now. Eggabell needs Filbo and I to join her again.
Well, none of that matters if I starve to death.
We got my sauce.
No way, pal. I ain't gonna chow down on that nasty plant goop. I stand corrected.
Filbo, Eggabell, and I leave the others to prepare while we travel to Frosted Peak. Once we reach the mystery door, Eggabell tells us to stand on the pressure plates in the opposite order of last time. We follow her instructions and the door opens. We rush inside, but the ground collapses beneath us, making us fall down to the undersnacks. I land safely onto a mound of food, but Filbo and Eggabell are gone. Oh, it's food everywhere. I explore a wet tunnel and find a Bugsnax monster, but it runs from me. I follow it down a hole and find the Snack Squatch cornering Filbo. Once the monster sees me, it breaks apart and quickly digs down. Filbo and I then explore the tunnels together, searching for Eggabell. What's over here? We gotta find Eggabell. Oh! We reach the end of the tunnel and find a crowd of Bugsnax blocking the way.
Let them through.
It's an army of Bugsnax.
Oh, Lisbert! It's you! You're alive!
Filbo, you're here.
Lisbert tells us to leave and get off the island. Filbo wants Lisbert to join us, but Lisbert says she can't. I ask to interview Lisbert, and she gets upset, but decides to answer my questions. Lisbert reveals that the entire island of Snackdude is made of Bugsnax. She also reveals that Bugsnax are parasites. Every time you eat Bugsnax, they change you and make you want them more until you fully become Bugsnax. Apparently, after Lisbert saved Eggabell and fell down here, the Bugsnax forced themselves down Lisbert's throat, trying to change and control her. Instead, she managed to take control of them, even using the Snack Squatch to try and scare us off the island to save us. Even though she has control, she's not strong enough to stop the Bugsnax from tearing the island apart, and there isn't much time left. Suddenly, Eggabell falls into the room and tries to get Lisbert to join us. Lisbert says she can't because once she leaves the room, she will lose control of the Bugsnax and the island will immediately fall apart. So instead, Eggabell climbs into Lisbert's Bugsnax base and joins her as part of the monstrous Bugsnax. Even though Lisbert and Eggabell are now part of a giant Bugsnax monster, they're happy to be together again. They will work together to keep the island from falling apart as long as they can, while Filbo and I evacuate along with the others. With no time to lose, Eggabell grabs and throws me out of the undersnacks and back to the surface. Well, good thing there's no fall damage. Oh, geez. Hi. It's just like the beginning of the game. We hurry back to Snacksburg to warn the others and to help them escape the island. We reach Snacksburg and find Snorpy refueling my airship so we could all evacuate. The others are using Snorpy's weapons to fight off the Bugsnax the best they can while the airship refuels. Chandlo calls for Snorpy's help, so Snorpy gives me the Snack Chop to fight Bugsnax with, while Filbo takes over refueling the airship. Before long, an army of Strabbies rises from the ground and charges towards Filbo. They're just little Strabbies. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're angry Strabbies! Oh, I can destroy them with this new trap. Yes! Once the Strabbies are dealt with, Filbo asks me to go help the others. I find Shelda and Floofty battling Sprinklepedes, but they need my help. Floofty gives me their punching snack grappler, then more Sprinklepedes emerge from the ground and charge into us. Smack the donuts! And smack the donuts! Smack the donuts! Picantis! Nice. But they break into their parts! Cockroaches, Cheepoofs, Enchiritos! Smack them! Smack the Bugsnax! Smack the Bugsnax! With the path cleared, Shelda and Floofty run to the airship while I move on to help Chandlo and Snorpy. What's the plan? You've got two Queebles there! Snorpy needs me to aim the trip shot from his drone towards the logs that Chandlo throws to stop the Bugsnax attack from the mountain. Chippies and Charmallows charge us as well, but our teamwork shuts down the angry Snacks. With the mounted assault neutralized, Snorpy and Chandlo go back to the airship while I go help Cromdo and Beffica. Cromdo is launching barrels of snack water at flying Bugsnax to blow them up before they reach us. I take over the launch pad aiming so that he can focus just on loading the snack water barrels faster. Armies of cheap-oofs charge us, but I launch Cromdo's snack water barrels at the flying Snacks and blow them up. Crystal Sweetie Flies rise from the ground and start charging us as well, but I blow them up the same way. Whoa, I got him last second. That was close. Don't take a picture of me sucking. I got them. Once all the desert snacks are dealt with, Cromdo and Beffica join the others at the airship while I move on to help Gramble and Wiggle. Sprout's ball is covered in spikes for fighting off the Bugsnax, but Gramble doesn't have the heart to attack the Bugsnax, so I take over. I guide Sprout into several charging peel bugs and destroy them. Grabbles join the fight and start charging us, but I use Sprout to destroy them too. Once the beach snacks are defeated, Wiggle and Gramble head for the airship, and I go help Wambus and Triffany. Wambus and Triffany are struggling to fend off the attacking Bugsnax, but Wambus has a new sauce that can help. I fire Wambus' special sauce onto the ground, luring Bungers and Spuddies to ram into and defeat each other.
Yeah.
Bunga, 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 bunga. Another one. That's so cute. Once these snacks are defeated, Wambus and Triffany go back to the airship, and I follow them. Just as I'm about to join the others on the airship, a nearby Mama Melon slams into the ground and starts moving towards us. I quickly run onto the ship and we take off, escaping the Mama Melon. Another monster! Don't let it ram our ship!
Come on, we're not gonna make it.
Oh, dang! It's Lizbert and Eggabell.
Thanks, Liz. Egg.
And they're still in control. But we have to leave them behind. Aww. We arrive safely on the beach, and I chat with the Grumpuses one by one about their Snacktooth experience. Wambus is sad that his farm was destroyed, but he's motivated to build a new one while settling down with Triffany. Triffany realizes that she was too focused on how lives end, but now wants to focus more on her future with Wambus. Wiggle felt inspired to write a new song while we escaped, an ode to Gramble. Gramble was able to move on after his Bugsnax pets betrayed him, especially since he now has friends who actually love him back, like Wiggle. Beffica is still sad that she lost her old friends, but she's confident now that she can make new friends without pushing them away. Cromdo gives up on his Bugsnax business idea and decides to try out the music business instead. Floofty realizes that they can't help people if they don't learn how to understand them first, so they'll try to understand others better. Shelda realizes that she doesn't have to pretend to be a religious prophet to get people to listen to her. She can just be herself. Snorpy appreciates that Chandlo is always there for him, so Snorpy is now more comfortable telling Chandlo his secrets. Chandlo wasn't strong enough to handle the Snacktooth dangers alone, but together with Snorpy, they're unstoppable. Later, I report back to Clumby at my job. She understands that I tracked down Lizbert inside an erupting volcano, and Filbo confirms this as my witness. But we lie to her about the Bugsnax, saying that we didn't find any.
Yeah, too bad. I hate to think that we went through all that for nothing, so I hope you can spread the truth about Snacktooth before anybody else gets hurt.
Don't worry. GNN specializes in painful truths. And speaking of, you're fired.
What?
This story's a page-turner and all, but you lost your job the second you walked out that door.
Tu quid edas.
Omne vivamex Bugsnax.
What? Strabby. Wait, there's a Strabby on the boat? No, it's gonna infect people.